Good morning. It is Tuesday, December 29, and today is the day that Janelle is 36 weeks, and that means she can have the baby at home now. Of course, we don't want her to have the baby quite yet, but she can have the baby at home, so that's good. We're glad to make it to this point. I'm going to take Mary to work with me today. It will make it a lot easier for Janelle to do what she needs to do. And Mary is one of those children that you mix her with other children and often there are problems. So she's going to be with me, and that should help a lot today. You may have noticed we haven't taken a lot of videos in the last few days. Actually, I think the last 3 days we've taken very few, if any. And that's just because not that much is going on around here. Janelle has not been feeling too well, so we're just kind of not doing too much around here. Nothing exciting has happened, so we're just kind of waiting for things to happen. But we do plan on getting some videos today. I don't know what's going to happen today. We don't know what a day is going to bring, but we're sure it's going to bring something though. Now I'm going to show you what Janelle is up to. What are you doing, Janelle?
Well, I'm compiling a list of all the names that you guys have given us.
That's a pretty big list.
And there's still more. I'm still working on writing more. I'm also cleaning up the hard drive on this computer because there's been a lot of downloads with 31 and kids stuff, and so while I'm sitting here deleting files that I don't need and all that good jazz. So yeah, it's real exciting. So I thought I had gotten all the names that you guys have given us, and Art came home from work for lunch and I said, hey, look, I did a list for you. And he looked at it, he goes, there's a lot of names missing from there. Well, it turns out these were all the names that you guys gave me from my last pregnancy update video that I just put up yesterday. I forgot to go back a whole week to even more names. So this list is going to get even bigger.
Janelle looks cozy sitting there, and look at this. She has her purple ball and her feet are up on it.
Fun of me?
No, I think it's good. I'm sure our viewers are happy that you have your feet up.
And this is torture, though. You know that?
Yes, I do. It'll kill me.
But I guess as long as I'm getting some work done, it's all right. And as long as the kids are good, I'm okay.
Right.
And if anything goes wrong there, it's not going to be so good.
And you're doing it for the children.
Right. Somebody
decided to put eye makeup on the door today, and she is cleaning it up right now. Thankfully, Mary Kay makes some really good eye makeup remover.
So I'm having Charity put the ham bone in the pressure cooker, and that's going to cook for an hour. Now, it's just the bone, so we're going to make pea soup, or Charity's going to help make pea soup after the bone has been pressure cooked. But our neighbor gave us some cute little pie pumpkins. And I'm going to have the kids, well, actually Art is going to cut them in half, and we're going to scoop out the seeds, roast the seeds, and then we're going to roast the pumpkin over here, and then put it in the freezer. We got one pumpkin cut, and the two little girls are scooping the seeds out for us. Pumpkin seeds are fun to scoop, aren't they?
Yeah. Girls, do you like reaching in with your hands and getting your hands dirty? Yeah. Is that fun? Lydia, do you like it? I like it. We're going to cook all those seeds and put, what are we going to put on them? Seasoning.
Roast them with some
they taste really good.
You have to be very careful doing these things.
And everyone is staying away.
Here, Peter.
Okay, 1.
Ready? Here we go.
2, 3. Can I try? Whoa, is this good, Dad?
That is good.
That's good, Daddy. That's not enough.
Yeah, I think you could probably get a few more out of there.
Daddy, look, that's not I got a big pumpkin.
Yes, you do. The kids had fun, but look how bad the counter is, so we are calling them back to pick up their mess.
Charity's a lot like me. When we get bored, we cook. Because everybody, yes, that's mine. Everybody loves food, and you can never go wrong cooking, and it takes a lot of time to cook, so it makes the day go by faster. So we are making Grandma's favorite cookies. So this is actually my great aunt's recipe, and she said, I believe it was her mother's cookies. So they called them Mother's Raisin-Filled Cookies. They're just my mom's absolute favorite cookies. Auntie A used to make them every year for my mom's birthday, but obviously Auntie A is not capable of doing that anymore in the nursing home. And we had some raisins that needed to get cooked, so what do you do on a rainy day when you have nothing to do but you make Grandma's raisin cookies? So that's what Charity's working on. Remember she said you gotta layer them.
Really thin.
So not really thin, but because you don't want them crispy, you want them thick, but not too thick that they're not cooked. You gotta do up here. You gotta put a little bit more flour. You're losing your stuff there. Watch your tail. This is a very soft dough.
It's like making gingerbread men.
This is the first time Charity's ever made these. Have you ever watched me make them, Charity? Yeah, I don't make them that often here, but they're oh so good. And I will put the recipe up on my blog so you guys can check out this recipe. It's a little bit labor intensive, but let me tell you something. It's worth every bit of love making these because they are just wonderful. No, I think we're going to roll it a little bit thinner. The ham is finished being pressure cooked, and we have all this meat we need to shred and put back into the pot and get that made for dinner. And then over here we have our raisin filling. Oh, that looks so yummy. These are really, really delicious. So we take the rounds and we put about a teaspoon of the raisin filling right in the middle of these. If you fill them too much, they're going to just go bleh, all over the place. And then you take another one and you just put the lid on top, and then we're going to push it down in a minute with a fork. Let's see, pick another one. See, this one, the sauce is a little, this might be a little too much for it, but that's, and the dough's maybe a little thick on this, but we're okay with that. It's Charity's first time making these, so, and you learn, and you get better by practice. Okay, so now these three guys have their tops. You just take a fork. They're a lot like hand pies. I don't know if you guys remember that recipe I made for the apple hand pies. This is sticking.
It's not good.
Might need a little flour on them. Lydia's trying her hand now at making some. Put it down far enough. Yeah, we gotta go down a little bit further so it connects with that other dough. There we go. Keep going.
I came home to a very full and good smelling pot of pea soup. I think we're going to have that for a while.
Yep, look at this. These are Grandma's favorite raisin-filled cookies. And see, there they are. They're filled. Would you like one?
Sure.
There you go.
We had to run some errands, so we're at Grandpa's and Grandma's house right now. And we delivered some of Charity's raisin cookies to them.
Yummy.
And we're also going to pick up a whole bunch of pumpkins. And Grace is looking at the train again. She loves Grandpa's and Grandma's train. The soup is done, finally. It's a little bit later than we usually eat, but it is ready.
We had to run around. If we didn't have to run around and I had stayed home, it would be done. But I wanted to get out of the house, so we're gonna eat a little late. Yum. Who's hungry?
I'm hungry.
We're having a simple dinner tonight of pea soup and toast. But you know what? Sometimes simple meals are good, right guys?
That's right. Now we're going to the library, or at least some of us. I'm going to get a video or two for Janelle so she can watch it while she is sitting there. When Janelle's watching a video, usually she gets more work done. So I know it seems kind of weird, but it works for her. The kids got their books. Peter got some spying books.
I got pandas, policemen, and fighters.
Oh, can you give one to Grace? I think Grace wants a
You
book.
want my army books? Here you go. Or do you want a birdie?
You want woodpeckers?
Dad, Dad,
What, Lydia?
John and Peter got the most of mine.
Yes, they did. What kind of books John got?
Birds. There is army, actually military.
Grace just dropped hers.
Greasy. And then there's birds.
I like that.
And then there's spying.
Daddy, look it.
That's what I have.
Oh, blue herons.
How do I know? Because I see it all the time.
And on the floor we have our pumpkins. I'm going to have to take those out when we get home.
Look.
Here are the pumpkins we got yesterday. We'll probably eat one or two ourselves and feed the rest to the chickens. The chickens like them. Good night. I hope you enjoyed the video. And there's Janelle. How does she look? Does she look perky to you?
I'm surviving.
That's
One day at a
surviving.
time, right?
Right.
We had good soup and we had good cookies. So that
We just had problems with Mary today, that's all.
Yep, Mary was tough. We didn't film this, but she was supposedly sleeping when Art left for work this afternoon. And so because I'm limiting my amount of stairs going up and down, I didn't go upstairs to check on her, and I was downstairs and I didn't hear her. And it was almost 4 o'clock when Art comes home, and Charity went to go get Grace, and there was Mary. And, well, Mary had chocolate all over her face. Apparently, she had camped out in my closet where I keep a small stash of pregnancy heartburn gum. And I had like 1-2 pieces of chocolate in there. And she proceeded to eat all 3 packs of gum and my chocolate.
And did you see those 2 handprints on the wall, the chocolate handprints?
Yes, they were like 2 perfect criminal handprints right on.
Yes, Mary-sized.
Yes, Mary size. So, between Mary getting into the makeup, I mean, we were right there this morning. I don't know how that got missed, and put eyeliner all over the door. And then her getting into gum and chocolate. It was just a
messy day.
yes. So yes, that's the life of our family right now.
Right.
But he's going back to work. He's got to do some more OT. And I think I'm going to work on a baby blanket because I really need to get that done before the baby comes, and just sit here and keep my feet up. So anyways, thanks so much for watching. And we will see you for our next video, whenever that'll be. Good night.
Good night.